What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I have my 440i here today. Hope everyone's doing well. But in today's video, we're gonna do a mod cost breakdown. We're gonna see how much I've spent on the car. I'm pretty much gonna go through every single mod that I have on the car, and then we're gonna add everything up and see how much I've spent. I'm actually really curious to see, because I don't know how much I spent on the car either, but it's gonna be really interesting to see once I add everything up. So yeah, but first, the car is super dirty, so I'm gonna wash it real quick, and then I'm gonna set up a little time lapse for you guys. So sit back, relax, and then enjoy the video, guys. Guys, look at this. I just finished washing it and then drying it real quick. But look at this reflection in the light. And that's not even with the detail either, guys. There's just something about blue that BMW gets so well. And it just looks so clean. And then the carbon in the sunlight. Gosh, I just can't get over it, guys. It looks so clean. But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna drive to the spot real quick, and then I'll pick up the camera again. Alright guys, I found a little secluded parking spot, but yeah, this is what it looks like. So I'm pretty much just gonna go over everything that I have done to the car so far. I'm gonna start from the very beginning, from one of the first mods all the way until the very end. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But to start, we're gonna start in the back of the car with the GTS style taillights. So that was one of the first mods that I ever done on the car, guys, and it's super clean in my opinion. It's sequential, and I know a lot of people don't really like GTS style taillights, and you know, they comment on them, they'd be like, oh, it's not real GTS. But in my opinion, guys, as long as it looks clean, that's all that matters. So that was the startup animation, and then when you lock it, it also has that little sequential effect. So for that, I spent around $600 when it first came out in 2021. Alright guys, moving on. You can't see it on video, but one of the second mods that I gotten for the car was H&R Super Sport Springs. Yes guys, it's on springs. So I paid $250 for that, guys. We're gonna add it to the tab right there. I'm gonna be honest, at the time I was looking for suspension. I couldn't afford coilovers. I was already paying for the car, and I wanted other mods, so I was like, I figured why not, guys. I wanted to lower the car. Every car I get, I have to lower no matter what. I just can't stand stock suspension, guys. It just looks so bad in my opinion. So yeah, I got H&R Super Sport Springs, and I've just been running with them ever since. I know a lot of people say springs are bad, like the ride quality is trash, but this car actually comes with track handling package, and it comes with the adaptive suspension, so it does help quite a bit. I do want to get coilovers eventually, but yeah, your boy's trying to save up right now. Moving on to the engine. I remember when I was looking for performance mods, one of the first things I wanted to do was an intake, and I just remember hearing sound clips of the MST intake, and it just sounded like a freaking horse, guys. Like, it sounded super sick. I'm gonna try to find some clips to put there for you guys. But yeah, I paid $450 for this from Euro Class A. Shout out to them. They're a huge BMW shop out in San Diego, and you know, they got a lot of good B58 parts and pretty much any BMW part you guys can ever want, so shout out to them. We're gonna add $450 to the tab for the MST intake. Since we're already under the hood, guys, I did also get a spoiled catless downpipe. It's kind of hard to see there, but I paid $300 for that, also from Euro Class A. Obviously it's going to be cheaper than a catted downpipe because there's no like cat material in it, but yeah, it's pretty worth it. And underneath all this, guys, I have a TU pump, also from Euro Class A. We're going to add that to the tab. I paid $350 for that. So pretty much a TU pump just allows you to run like higher ethanol content, pretty much just flows more for the fuel for the car, I mean. And then since the hood's already open, guys, I did pay $400 for brand new injectors for 6 of them. I got them from FCP Euro, so shout out to them as well. They get all the maintenance mods, guys. I get all my maintenance mods from them. Super easy to order from them, and they ship pretty fast. So I got injectors, and that's pretty much everything that's done under the hood, if I can recall. I just can't get over how good this looks, guys. Oh my gosh. But yeah, guys, moving on. So I remember one of the third mods that I got for the car, it was mandatory pretty much also for every car that I get, I have to get window tint. For this one, I didn't get 5% limo that I usually do because I wanted to show off, you know, that subtle peanut butter color when you look through. I got 10% ceramic tint all around, front and back for all windows, and I paid $350 for that. All right guys, moving on. So I got resonator deletes for the car. I paid $200 for that from an exhaust shop, and it just sounds super clean. I'll try to get some exhaust clips afterwards after I film all this, guys. But yeah, it was just a dual resonator exhaust paired with a catless downpipe. So that's my current setup that I've had for years now. And yeah, it's not too raspy, not too loud, but it's loud when you want it to be, when you guys step on it. But like coasting wise, there's no drone or anything. So they pretty much just chopped off all the resonators for $200. So we're gonna add that to the tab. All right guys, so here's where I started getting a little bit spendy. I started buying like cosmetic mods and carbon, and I just love carbon, guys. So I started splurging on carbon. So we're gonna get into all of that right now. So the first one that I got was this Keys Motorsports carbon fiber spoiler for the F32. I think it's the PSM style. I paid $300 at the time. I'm not sure how much it is now. I'm gonna look it up. But I've had it for about 3 years now, and it's had its fair share of abuse, guys. As you guys can see, the carbon is starting to fade away, but it still looks good in the sun from far away. So I'm gonna have to replace that soon. But that was $300, guys, so we're gonna add that to the tab. All right guys, moving on, I have the third brake light carbon diffuser from AA Concepts Company. Actually one of my favorite mods, because at night when you hit on the brakes, you know, the third brake light, it lights up. I don't know if there's a way to keep the light on all the time, but I like it when I press on the brakes and it shines, so it's not always on all the time, distracting people. So yeah, it's one of my favorite mods, guys. I paid $575 for that, so we're gonna add that to the tab. Fitment wise, pretty good. It lines up, as you guys can see. It just has that third brake light that I really like. But yeah, it looks super clean, guys. And then we're gonna go to the side of the car now. Also one of my favorite mods. I'm just gonna keep saying it's my favorite mod because I just love carbon fiber that much, guys. These are the PSM style side skirts. I also did get them from AA Concepts Company. Shout out to them. They have a lot of good carbon fiber parts for the BMW that I've gotten. I paid $565 for that, and I think it's worth it. So these are actually made for the M4. I mentioned it previously in other videos, but I'm going to show you guys a close-up. They actually fit perfectly for the F32 as well, and it's super aggressive. So we're going to add that to the tab, guys. The PSM style side skirts from AA Concepts Company. Moving to the front of the car again, just look at this, guys, with the sun and everything. Just lighting, it looks so good right now. But yeah, so that's the M Performance carbon front lip. I also got that from AA Concepts Company. Huge shout out to them, guys. They just have a lot of carbon fiber for the car, and I paid $510 for these. It's held up pretty well. I just had one thing that was my fault. I hit a little curb when I was going into the parking spot, and it's just bothering me so much, guys. Like, I have OCD, so when I look at it, I'm just like, I just think of it all the time. So yeah, it's a one-piece design. I paid $510 for that, so we're gonna add that to the tab. And then I get so many DMs about this part right here, guys. This little freaking fang right here, you guys always DM me about. I got that from Beamer Plug, guys. Search up F32 front splitter, and it should be there. I paid $300 for that, and yeah, it just completes the front end in my opinion, guys, because without it, it would just look weird. And I think this is what everyone's been waiting for. The last thing that I bought for the car, the most recent and most biggest purchase, guys, the TE37s, guys. TE37s, my dream wheels. They just look good on any car, guys, but specifically BMW. So the funny story about these TE37s are they're actually from 2 different owners, guys. For this specific spec that I wanted, 19s, I had to source them out from 2 different owners. I was on Facebook Marketplace like every single day, guys, looking for TE37s and 19s. Guys, it was just super hard. It was months and months of searching. 5x120, specifically 19s, because I know there's a lot of 18s, 5x120s for like the Type R and for the F30, but I just think 19s look so good on cars, guys. It's just a combination of aggressiveness and stance, in my opinion. So I had to get 19s, and I wasn't gonna get any other wheel. unless it was 19-inch TE37s. So you guys, I was searching for months and months, and I just almost gave up, guys. I wasn't gonna get any other wheel. I was gonna ride with like stock wheels, and then these ones came up first, the front sets. They were 1700 for two for the fronts. They're 19 by 8.5. The guy was getting rid of them. He had extra two that he was getting rid of, and so I drove about 2 hours up north to pick them up. And yeah, so that's pretty much how I got these. And guys, let me tell you, I bought these front ones when I saw them on Facebook Marketplace. The second I saw them, I messaged the guy. I drove 2 hours to pick them up, and once I picked them up, guys, they sat for months in my room because I couldn't find the rears. I didn't have the rears. I just prayed, I manifested, I hoped, anything I could do just to find the rears. I had the front sitting in my room for months, guys, and I almost gave up. I was just like, I bought wheels and I can't even put them on. So it was just agonizing just to see the wheels in my room, and yeah, I couldn't put them on. And then out of nowhere, guys, after months of having the front ones sit in my room, the rears, they came up for sale. He was selling 3 of them. Unfortunately, he had an F30. He crashed it, and the wheels, they were undamaged. One of them was damaged, but he had 3 wheels. I just wanted 2 of them. I wanted the rears, and when I went to go buy him, you know, I offered him a pretty hefty amount because he wasn't willing to sell just 2. He was trying to sell all 3. And so I'm gonna be honest, guys, I paid $2,000 for just the rears. I just had to, guys. It was just sitting in my room for so long. I just had to fork out the money just to get the complete set. It was just funny because he was gonna like make a table out of the last like TE37 that he had. But yeah, guys, I spent in total $3,700 for these TE37s, which is not that bad in my opinion. Brand new, I think they cost way more. But yeah, it's just crazy to see how much TE37s are. But guys, just look at it. It just looks so good. So yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of these wheels just because of how hard I, you know, searched for these wheels and just like the funny story that was behind it. And then guys, after I did some research, I wrapped the car in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. I got them from Costco. They were about $1,400, so I'm gonna put that on the tab right there. In my opinion, guys, one of the best handling tires. They stick pretty well into the road and little to no road noise, so I'm pretty happy with it. I almost forgot to mention, guys, when I picked up the wheels, they were 2 different colors. I think the rears, they were the black track edition ones, and then the fronts, they were the OG gold ones. I did get them powder coated from Bulletproof Coating. Huge shout out to them, guys. They powder coated my wheels. I paid $550 for that, and it was pretty worth it in my opinion because it looks super clean. I went with like a silver color. Let me know what you guys think though. I might switch up the color on the wheels eventually. Maybe like a triple chrome. I think that would go super hard, especially with the blue. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all the mods that I've spent that I can think of from the top of my head. In total, guys, we've spent $10,750, guys. So adding up everything, it's $10,750. A majority of it obviously was the TE37s. That was almost $4,000. $10,000, guys. That's a lot of money. You hardly ever see 440s like this. You know, it just makes me happy getting to see this car that I built from the ground up, from stock pretty much. And yeah, guys, $11,000, guys. That's crazy. Like, sometimes I think like I can spend that on an M3 or an M4, you know, but yeah, it just makes me happy just to see that I built this myself and just from stock. So yeah, it's just super happy. So yeah, that pretty much just sums up the entire video, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you enjoyed it. I'm gonna do another walkthrough of it real quick because it just looks super good, especially with the hood open. It looks so aggressive, and the sun right now beaming on the car. It looks super clean. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching. We're gonna be back with more videos very soon. We're gonna do some more POVs, hopefully link up with some other car friends, and yeah, just record more of the 440i, guys.